All right, let's do some examples. Okay, so first example that I would like to do, you can find these examples on page 478. Okay, and the first one I'm going to do is number 18 on page 478. Okay, so what we need to do here, it says we have the facts about the base of a right prism and the height of the prism are given. Sketch the prism and then find all of that stuff about the prism, right? So what are we talking about in 18? 18, the base is a triangle with side lengths 9, 12, and 15. So it's a triangle with side lengths 9, 12, and 15. Try to draw this here too. And we'll see how this goes. There's the front. There's that. How's that look? That's not too bad, right? Okay, so yeah, so the base 9, 12, and 15. This one will be the same, 9, 12, 15. And it probably also tells us the height, right? It says the height is 10. So this distance here between the bases has a length of 10. All right. Okay, so what do we need to do first? Well, let's find, these are the things that we would need to know. We would need to know the perimeter of the base, we would need to know the height of the prism, and the area of the base. Okay, if we know those three things, then we can plug those three things into the formulas that we talked about before and get the answers that we're looking for. The perimeter is not too bad, because that's just adding up the lengths of the sides of this triangle. 12, 15, and 9. What does that come out to? 27, 36? I better make sure I'm right. 12 plus 15 plus 9 is 36. Nailed it. Okay, so 36. Okay. The height of the prism is just 10. No big deal. They just told us that. Now the area, right? The area is this is kind of tricky, right? Because what it didn't tell us, and I'm looking again just to make sure, is it doesn't say what type of triangle this is, okay? If it was a right triangle, right, this would have to be the right angle because that would have to be the hypotenuse. If it's a right triangle, I would just multiply base times height, and I would, divide that by 2 and get my area. But I can't assume that's a right triangle because it doesn't tell me. What I need to do first is test it to see if it indeed is a right triangle by using, right, okay. And just for the record, I'm assuming that this is going to be a right triangle just because I just have a feeling about it, but I still need to test it, right? So I'm going to test it by plugging in 9 squared, which is 81, plus 12 squared, which is 144, and seeing if that actually equals 15 squared, which I think is 225. Let's see, 15 times 15 is 225. Okay, 81 plus 144 is 225. Awesome. So this is indeed a right triangle, which means the area of our base is 1/2 times 12 times 9, right? 1/2 12 is 6. 6 times 9 is 54. Boom. We've got all three ingredients. We can now start putting these into our formulas, right? Okay, starting with volume. Volume is area of the base times the height. So that's 540. Lateral area equals perimeter of the base times the height, which is 36 times 10. That's 360. Okay. And I should say this is units cubed, and that's just units squared, right? Area of the base we've got is 54 units squared. Oh, and then so total area. Total surface area would be the lateral area, which is 360, plus 2 of these bases. Because prism's got two bases. So 360 plus 2 times 54. Oops. Oh, 2 times 54 is just 108. 360 plus 108 equals 468 units squared. So total area 468 units squared, lateral area 360 units squared, volume 540 units squared. And I'm just double checking to see that that works. Yep, 360, 468, 540. Yeah, we got it. All right. So there's the first example that kind of breaks down the prism and uses those formulas we talked about in the previous video. Let's do one more example. Let's look at, what was the other one I wanted to do? Oh, number 20. Number 20. What's going on with this next one? Number 20. What is it? It's a isosceles trapezoid with bases 10 and 4 and legs 5. Height is 20. Excellent. Right, so it's an isosceles trapezoid. Let's see what I can do here. Draw another one down here. Okay, we'll see how this goes. How does that look? Oh, it looks pretty good. Looks all right. Okay, all right. And what are the things we know about it? We know the base. Okay, so the trapezoid itself has bases 10 and 4. So that's 4, and that's 10. The legs of that trapezoid are 5. It's isosceles, so each leg has the same length. And the height of the prism altogether is 20. It's 20 from there to there. Okay. Okay. So what do we need to do here? Well, let's just do the easy part first. Perimeter of the base. Perimeter of the base is going to be 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4. 24 units. Okay. The height of the overall prism is 20. And now we need to figure out what is the area of this trapezoid. So I think, let me just kind of look at one of the faces, or one of these trapezoidal bases by itself. This is 4, this is 10, this is 5. It's isosceles, and so if I draw these heights in here like this, I make these two congruent right triangles. This piece of it is 4, which means these two pieces have to equal 6. All right, so that's 3 and 3, right? Okay, so this triangle, right, this triangle over here has a hypotenuse of 5. This leg right here is 3. If you do the Pythagorean theorem, okay, what you'll find is the length of this height is actually 4. Okay, 5 squared equals 3 squared plus x squared. 25 equals 9 plus x squared. 25 minus 9 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Okay. Whew. So this is turning out to be a decent amount of work, but I think we're almost done. We know now that the height of this trapezoid equals 4. So I can get the area of the trapezoid by doing 1/2 base 1 plus base 2. 10 plus 4 is 14. Times the height of the trapezoid, which we just figured out is 4. 1/2 of 14 is 7. 7 times 4 is 28. So there's our ingredients: perimeter of the base, height of the prism, and area of the base. Cool. So, the final move, volume equals area of the base times the height, which is 20 times 28. The lateral area is the perimeter of the base times the height of the prism, which comes out to that. And the total area, the total surface area, is going to be whatever this came out to plus 2 bases, right? Plus 2 bases. So it's 2 times 28 plus whatever this one comes out to. Let's just knock those out real quick. 20 times 28. It's 560 units cubed. This is going to be 480 units squared. So I'm adding this to that. Plus, let's see, 2 times 28. 56 plus 480. No. 56 plus 480 equals 536. Okay, so that's what I get. Let me check my work and see how it looks. And it tells me 480, boom, 536, boom, and 560. Nailed it. All right, so there's 2 examples. I'll have you come back to class real quick and see if you have any questions about what we did here. If not, I've got a short assignment for you to work on, just 3 problems from this section, and so I'll tell you what those 3 are when I see you in a few minutes. All right, cheers.